So jumping straight in, I'm going to go through everything that we're going to need, and I promise you it's not a lot. The first thing that you're going to need, well, the main thing that you're going to need is this mini cinch or any cinch that you have. Then we're going to move on to paper. You're going to need sticker paper. This is the brand that I use. And then this one is not mandatory, but this one is a printable vinyl. I'm going to be using this for the inside cover, but you can use regular matte sticker paper for the inside cover. This is just what I have on hand. I also have this glossy paper. I'm going to show you that you can do it on either sticker paper or on photo paper. So you have the option to either use photo paper or sticker paper. I'm just going to show you how you can do it with both. Moving on to our cutting tools. So you're going to need a paper cutter, and I'm holding up 3 of these, but you only need 1 of them. So either your scissors, your X-Acto knife, or your roller cutter. Then you're going to need a ruler or a measuring tape. Then you're going to need these tools. You're going to need a scoring pen and that pointy thing. I don't know what that's called. You're also going to need a wire cutter, double-sided tape, a squeegee, a book wire, and they come in different colors as well. This is just the color that I will be using. These notepads that I got from the $1.25 store, the front and back cover of your design, and last but not least, your chipboard. Now let's head over to Canva to get started. So what you're going to do, you're going to create your design the way that you like for the front and for the back. Then you would download it to your device and then upload it again onto Canva. You're going to put the front and the back on one page as you see here. Then you're going to right click, highlight everything, and we're going to resize. I'm going to leave the measurement right here on the screen so you see what to resize it to. And the reason why we're doing it this way is so when you go to print, you would have the right size to cover the board. Now we're just going to duplicate the page, and we're going to have 1 page for the front, 1 page for the back. Once you have that, we're going to go ahead and print, and when you go to print, you download and you're going to save it. Instead of a PNG, you're going to save it as a PDF. That way, whatever size that we sized it on Canva is going to be the same size it will be when you go to print it out. When you go to print, make sure that your settings is on glossy paper. Now I'm going to show you guys the options of either creating it on sticker paper or on glossy paper, regular photo paper. So the front cover, I'm going to use sticker paper, and then for the back cover, I'm going to use regular photo paper. You can use either one. I'm going to show you the method on doing both. The sticker paper is definitely going to be easier, but if you're going to be using a photo paper, you're going to need double-sided tape. Now we're going to go ahead and cut the X's off of our cover paper. You want to make sure that you leave a white border around your paper. And the reason why is because it's better to have extra than to not have enough. And trust me, I'm trying to save y'all from wasting any paper. Okay, so now we're going to do the front, and this is how it should look when you have the front and the back cover. And moving along, we're going to go ahead and cut the board. And I forgot to mention that you do need a pencil and your ruler so we can measure the measurement that we would need. For the short side, we are going to measure it at 7.5. And then you would need your paper cutter to go ahead and cut off that excess piece. And then I'm just going over the board with the ruler just to make sure that I did cut it at 7.5. Then we're going to go ahead and turn it around, and then for this part we're going to measure it at 5.5. Or if you want, you could just cut this board down the middle, because we're going to end up just using this whole board because we're really just splitting it in half. Then once you marked where you're supposed to cut, we're going to go ahead and cut. And then I'm just going to check to make sure that everything is the right measurement. And I did end up cutting a little bit too much on one side, so I'm just going to go ahead and clean that up with some scissors. And once we're good to go, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. Now that we have our boards cut, we're going to go ahead and put the covers onto the board. So I'm going to start with the back, and this one is the regular photo paper. And what we're going to do, you're going to put your paper down first, and then you're going to put the board on top in the middle. and we're going to create score lines around the outside of the board to make sure that the flaps can flap over and to lock that mark in place. Once you fold over all your edges, you're going to grab your scissors and we're going to cut the corners of the paper. Now you're going to go ahead and grab your double-sided tape and we're going to put that along the edges of the board. And once that's done, you're going to go ahead and peel off the backing of the tape and we're going to fold over the flaps onto the tape. And it should look like that. And now we're going to go ahead and do the front cover, and this is going to be way more smoother, way more easier because it's sticker paper. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put the board onto the paper. We're going to score around the edge. We're going to cut the corners. And now, since this is sticker paper, we're going to go ahead and peel back the top of it. Then you're going to line up the board to the score mark at the top. And once you do that, you're just going to fold over that flap. So unfortunately, I don't have the rest of this part recorded, but you'll just apply the sticker paper to the board. So now once that's done, we're going to go ahead and apply the sticker for the inside of the board. For this, I'm going to be using the printable vinyl from Cricut, the Cricut brand. I like this one because it's matte and it's not glossy, and I did not want to use my glossy sticker paper for the inside because I can use that for something else. But since this is matte, I'm going to be using this, and this is what I have on hand. Now for this one, I don't have a set measurement. I'm just lining it up with the board, and I'm just going to measure it by hand just to see where I would like to cut it. So this one doesn't have like a set measurement, but you would just go based off of the size of your board. The only thing though, you just want to make sure that part of the blue is still showing. You don't want to cover the entire blue part. So then I'm going to go ahead and measure again on the board just to see where I would like to cut for the bottom part. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to cut that, and then we're going to do the same thing to the front. And then once you do that, you're just going to go ahead and peel it back, and you're going to apply it onto the board. And that's how it should look. So you have one side down, one more side to go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here just due to my storage, but look out for part 2 so we can assemble the book together. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in part 2. Bye!